What's up, Raptor fans? It's your boy Andre Lindo, and we're going to talk about this game. Golden State Warriors defeat the Raptors 127-125, with the Raptors coming back from almost 20 points. We're going to talk about something different. We're not going to go with the 3 key points, but there's 2 specific plays I really want to discuss with you guys. You guys are the basketball fans. You guys know basketball. There's a case for Casey being coach of the year, and then there's people that want to fire him. And I want to talk to you guys about these 2 specific plays coming up. Okay, so we're going to talk about the 2 specific plays. First play is Derozan on the ball, comes down the court, and you know it's going ISO. The Raptors are down 1, it's 125-124. Raptors are down 1, ready to play. So everyone knows that this is going to be an ISO ball position situation with Derozan. Let's just, if you guys look at the play, hopefully I have the video playing right now. If you look at the play, Derozan comes down with the ball. You know it's going to be an ISO ball, high pick and roll at the top of the key. Who is guarding Derozan? First things first, who's guarding Derozan? That was Draymond Green. Second was Kevin Durant was guarding the pick man. So who was the pick man? The man that was picking the ball was who else but Fred VanVleet? Questions about that, right? Fred VanVleet, 3-point shooter, doing very well. But the fact of the matter is, and this is where I'm talking about defensively, right? This is how Steve Kerr is a genius defensive coach. I forgot who the defensive coach for the Warriors is. Brown. Brown's the coach for the defense on the Warriors. But look at the defense, right? The 2 best defenders, right? 2 best defenders on the Golden State Warriors, Draymond Green, Kevin Durant. They were situated into the pick and roll. That's it, right? So the minute that there was a switch, it was like Derozan's going from Draymond to Durant, or he stays on Draymond. So that's good defense, and it was very silly the way that they made the play. They set up the play where you have VanVleet come in and try to set the pick. And it didn't work the first time. Second time, again, didn't work. And he forced up a horrible elbow shot. I don't care what anyone says that, oh yeah, Derozan will hit that shot 70 or 80% of the time. I don't think so. Not with a 7-footer blocking you in the NBA. I'm sorry, you can't. You're supposed to take that to the ring, right? And those are the things, and then we talk about this. Okay, so whose fault is that? Is that Derozan's fault for not recognizing the play and trying to run the play? I know they wanted to move that quickly so that they can get last shot, but here's the thing. Whose fault is that? Is that Dwayne Casey not recognizing who's playing on the court, or is that Derozan not seeing the defense coming? My problem is everyone knows who's gonna have the ball at the end of the game. It's gonna be Derozan. Casey has said it many times. So it's just the play that they're going to set up. He's going to take the last shot. It doesn't matter. So what is it? What do we have to do? What is it that we have to kind of say that Casey just cannot figure this out? This has been multiple tight situation games. You remember the Boston game. You remember the last Golden State game. Those are the situations, and these are the reasons why the Raptors are not taken seriously when it comes to games against good teams, and not taken seriously by other fans because ISO ball. All right, your argument is the top teams do ISO ball. Let's go back to the Golden State. So after that happened, the Golden State Warriors ran the same play, literally the same play, right? KD comes down the court. Who were the picks and rollers? You see the recognition of the players. Stephen Curry came down the court. Who was guarding him? Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet's like 5'10". Okay, fine. So who sets the pick? It's KD. KD sets the pick. KD sets the pick, and who is covering KD? Poeltl. Who are our best defenders on our team? Why are they not in the game, and why didn't they do exactly what Golden State did? Instead of them picking up the players where they're supposed to be, they instead forcibly put Draymond Green and Durant on the players because they knew what play was coming. The Raptors knew what play was coming too. So why is it Podol and Van Fleet guarding the top pick and roll? You know Kevin Durant is a 7-footer. He's going to hit that shot over Fred Van Fleet or even Pirtle. So why isn't your best defenders on the court at that moment? And these are the reasons why I have problems with Dwayne Casey. The recognition of games. The NBA basketball is a game of runs and matchups. And you can test that through the whole game. The first half was a bunch of runs. You know, it was 10-point runs, 20-point runs, 15-point runs. Those things, that was what the game was. But in the last 5 minutes, it's a matchup. Match up. I am not a coach. I am just a fan. I'm not saying I know better than whoever. But if me as a fan can recognize that I know who's going to take the last shot, why is it that Fred Van Fleet was setting a pick for DeRozan? Why wasn't the horns called, or why wasn't a double pick called so that there's more movement, more pressure on the defense? Instead, everyone knew what was going to happen, and it's so predictable. And that is the reason why the Raptors, they struggle in playoffs. They struggle when it comes to those things. Yes, you can win a ton of games with the way you play the NBA right now when, you know, there's matches. But what if this was a 7-game series? The Raptors end up losing this game, and then they have to play Golden State for the next 3 games. There would be adjustments. There would be adjustments. And you have to, as a coaching staff, you guys got to realize, you know, Raptors coaching staff got to realize that these things can't happen. If you're in a close game situation again, it is predictable. DeRozan's going to get the ball. But make it a little bit more difficult on the defense. Maybe run some screens off of some players. Maybe put, you know, I don't know what you can do, right? I'm not a coach, but I recognize what was going to happen. And if I was a coach on my team, I would put my 2 best wing defenders, or the best defenders on the team against those 2 pick and rolls. I wouldn't even care who's in the court because I know DeRozan's going to take that shot, and I know a low percentage shot would have a 7-footer's hand in DeRozan's face. Well, alas, you go over to the other end. Same play. It literally was the same play. High pick and roll. Durant's a 7-footer, and you got little Van Fleet on it. Now, what would be a better play is if Powell and say our best defender. Powell is one of our better defenders. Siakam's one of our better defenders. Where was OG? Yes, OG was you know, he's playing against Kevin Durant, one of the best players in the league. But size, you cannot coach size. And I've been told that all through my life. You cannot coach size. You know, I'm 5'6", barely 5'6", and I didn't make certain basketball teams because of my height. Just because, you know, coach said I can't teach height. Sorry, no matter how good you are, I can't teach height. I'd rather the 6-foot player over the 5 and nothing player. But it seems like Coach Casey, yes, I understand Van Fleet was playing great, and I love Van Fleet. I love the way he plays. But in matchup situations, you have to recognize who is on the court and who is defending for you. Yes, you can complain about all the stupid things the refs did, but you shouldn't have been in this situation in the first place. If you're playing half the defense you were playing in that 4th quarter, in the first 3 quarters, you wouldn't be in this situation. So we don't even have to talk about the refs. Yeah, refs suck. They always suck for the Raptors. We already know that. But the fact of the matter is, Casey needs to recognize the matchups. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Like, share, subscribe. Question of the game. Whose fault was this? Whose fault was the last 2 possessions of the game? Was that DeRozan's fault, where DeRozan should have recognized the defense? Or was it Casey that should have recognized the defense? Thank you guys again. And I'll tell you next time. I don't remember when's the next game, but until the next game, keep fit and have fun. Peace.